excavations are often needed for construction work to install services, build below ground level, construct foundations, or change ground levels. If you work on building sites, you are likely to be working close by excavations, even if not directly involved. No work should take place unless the excavation is safe. Excavation work often requires the use of heavy plant and machinery, creating additional risks on site. Excavations are dangerous. Every year, people are killed or seriously injured by collapses and falling materials while working in or close to excavations. 1 cubic metre of earth weighs at least 1 tonne or more if wet. Even shallow excavations can collapse and bury or injure people working in them. People, plant and materials can fall into excavations. The CDM regulations apply to excavation work. The law says you must prevent danger to workers in or near excavations. You must provide suitable support or battering to prevent collapse, falling materials and trapping people in excavations. You must prevent falls of people, equipment, materials, and prevent overloading of excavations. Excavations must be inspected by a competent person at the start of each shift, after any event likely to affect its strength or stability, and after any material unintentionally falls or is dislodged. All work with excavation should be supervised by a competent person. Excavation should be inspected at the start of every shift, after any event likely to affect its strength or stability, and after accidental fall of rock, earth or other material. Excavation should be supported to prevent collapse. Support includes shoring, bracing, stepped and battered sides. Never assume ground will stand unsupported. No ground can be relied upon to stand unsupported in all circumstances. Use ladders for access. Do not jump into or across excavations. Don't climb in or out on the timbering supports. Place warning signs and barriers round all excavations to warn others. Check for underground services before excavating. When services are close, carefully hand dig until the service is revealed. Check excavations do not undermine foundations of nearby buildings or walls, scaffold footings or buried services. You may need to carry out ground investigations, foundation surveys and get the advice of a structural engineer. Keep an eye on the weather. Conditions in a trench can change drastically in heavy rain. Keep spoil heaps, materials, plant and equipment well away from the edge of an excavation, as this increases the risk of collapse and falls. Use stop blocks, signs and barriers. Plan traffic routes and manage waste. Safety helmets and safety footwear must always be worn during work in excavations. Do not alter or remove any supports unless you are trained, competent and authorised to do so. Remember, 1 cubic metre of earth weighs at least 1 tonne, even more if wet. In the event of a collapse, it could take a strong person an hour to dig you out. No work should take place in or around an excavation unless it is safe. The main risks with excavation work come from collapse, contact with buried services, falls of people, plant and materials, and undermining of nearby structures. Excavations must be checked for strength and stability.